Hey gang, it's Punchmiss Prime here, and today we're going to be doing part 2 of 3 of our Transformers Studio Series 86 Leader Class Dinobots. So, yesterday we took a look at Transformers Studio Series 86 Leader Class Grimlock. Can't speak today. Next up, we're taking a look at Slag or Slug here. For the purpose of this review, though, I will only be calling him Slag, because that is his original G1 name that was used for the cartoon and the movie. Don't mean to offend anybody, but if I do apologize promptly. That is just his name that was used in the show, and I do understand that due to not copyright, but due to naming issues in, I think, England, that the term slag is sort of a cuss word or a no-no word. So I don't mean to offend anybody. So with all that out of the way, let us move Grimlock and Sludge here and focus on Slag. Alrighty, so before we actually get into focusing on Slag here, I gotta give a couple of shout outs. One to my buddy Nick over on Instagram, who also has a TikTok now. I will leave a link down to his TikTok and his Instagram down in the description below. He is another big Transformers fan, just like me. And me and him are really good friends. He has something for me in the works that I can't really talk to y'all about yet, not until I actually get the stuff in hand. So, with that out of the way, the next shout out I gotta give is to my buddy Achilles Vail over on, I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel down in the description, who is doing a current playthrough, I think finishing his Final Fantasy 16 playthrough. I could be wrong, but I was over there at his place a couple of weeks ago doing a collab with him reacting to the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth demo. So, with all that out of the way, let us finally get to take a look at Slag here. So, as you see here is Slag in Dino mode, as he appears in 90% of the 1986 movie, and this is how I will have him starting out in the review. So, let us take a closer look at Slag here. As you can see here, got a great deal of gold paint for the face here. For the Dino mode, you also got a good bit of silverish gray. Then same thing here, but that's mainly for the horns. You also got a gold paint on the back up here. And you also have gold paint for the tail. A bit of black right there, and black right there. Got a nice tampographed Autobot insignia on the top of the head there. And yeah, that's pretty... Oh, wait. Oh, hold up. You got a little bit of nice silverish white paint for the tail there. So, alrighty. So here is Slag being straightened out. And for comparisons to show you how tall this dude really is, here he is with Leader Class Grimlock, as you can see here. Half the size of Grimlock in Dino mode here. And to throw that into even more scale comparison, here he is with Earthrise Leader Class Optimus. Grimlock is taller than Optimus, and Slag here in Dino mode is almost to the elbow here on Optimus. Moving these guys out of the way. Here he is next to Warpath. Bring that right there. Here he is next to Warpath, and as you can see, completely dwarves I can't speak. Warpath here is completely dwarfed by Slag here. Of course, he is a leader class and a very large dino and robot, as he should be. And just for the sole purpose of, excuse me, here he is with 86 Sharkticon Gnaw here. And then for our final comparison, here he is with this cute little boy, baby boy. Isn't that so precious? Yeah, I think it is. It's so precious. Don't talk to him or his son ever again, or I can't finish that sentence for YouTube. Yoink. Alrighty. So what does Slag here have in posability for the Dino mode? Well, the head can rock up and down a little bit because it is on a little hinge up here. I think that is more due to transformation. I'm not too for sure. Slag here does also feature an opening mouth, which can open down that far, and he also has a 3mm post in there for some blast effects, which again, I do not have yet. I'm getting there. Next up, Slag here does have articulated legs here, which can go up all the way and can do a full 360. They can also go out that far, and he also has a good bit of bend there. I say a good bit, but just enough bend for posability for the Dino mode. And it also is on a swivel. Speaking of which, the back legs here can move. Has a hinge here and is on a hinge here, and also this piece is on a hinge, so you can get a full rotation, which is blocked off by the front legs. But you know what? I don't care. And yeah, that is basically all of the articulation on Slag here. So let us move into robot mode here and see what Slag really looks like in robot mode. Shall we? Let's. Now, one thing I also forgot to mention is he has a nice and beautiful shade of blue eyes in the eye section there, and I really, really love how that pops with the gold. Anyways, moving on! Alrighty, first thing we are going to do here is we're going to take the panels right here. We're just going to pop them up like so. That way he has wings. Whoosh! And then what we're going to do here is we're going to bring these feetsies inside like so. And then we're going to roll these up just like so. Next thing we're going to do here is we're going to untab this back section. And then we're going to remove this piece in here, which will become his gun for robot mode. If it'll let you. There you go. Moving that off to the side here. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to, if it hasn't done it already, untab these parts right here. And then we're going to untab this part right here from right there. These just tab into some little posts on the inside. Well, how well you can see that. There you go. Nope. Anyways, what we're going to do here is we're now going to lift this head up like so. Then we are going to straighten these bits out like so. Straighten those out like so. Then you're going to take a panel back here that's behind this, and it'd be easier if you just take your thumb and put it on that little peg right there. Swing this up. Actually, angle the feet inwards, just like so. Bring that up, slide that up, bring that down, and there is that leg all done. Same thing with this leg here. Do that, and this will swing in like so. Bring that back down, and then bring that down. And then we're just gonna do that, and then we're gonna rotate this piece just like so. As you can see, he can stand. Fix that. There we go. Alrighty, next thing we are going to do here is we're going to untab these pieces right here just by simply pulling those up like so. And this will then allow us to bring this up even just a slightly bit further, which is necessary. Next thing we're going to do here is we're going to bring this chest piece down, and then we're going to swing these pieces out just like so, but make sure you have them angled out just ever so slightly. Just like that. Next thing we're going to do here is we're going to take this bottom jaw piece, swing this down like so. Then we're going to take this inner piece here and then bring this up. And one thing I got to say is I love how this how Slag here transforms. It's very evocative of the original G1 animation transformation, as we're bringing down the arms and bringing out these fists. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Bring these out. Those will just clip into place. Do that here. And then we're going to rotate the fists. Clip that back in. Bring those down. Make sure everything is good to go here. Like so. Boom. And we are almost done here. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that this is now pegged into the crown for the Triceratops. After you push it down, it'll just clip into place. We're going to do this. Make sure everything stays aligned. Then we're going to use these trio of hinges here. First thing we're going to do, Can't speak. First thing we are going to do is we're going to swing this bottom piece out. Then it's going to bring this in. We're just going to continue pushing that in like so. Then we're going to take the tail here, bring that like so, and then it will just do this. If it will let me. There we are. And then make sure that these are straightened out like so. And then you have... Alrighty, so here is Slag in his robot mode here. And as you can see, looks really, really good. Now, let us bring Slag in here for a closer look at those lovely, lovely details all over his body. Shoop. Alrighty, as you can see here, he's got a nice blue for the eyes there. Got some nice red there for the head and face. Has a nice silver paint here for the chest, which is a faux part for the Dino mode, which I think is pretty clever. Also have a nice tamper-graphed Autobot insignia and a nice shade of red all over the body here, specifically for the torso. You also have some black paint for the hands here, which I think is rather okay. Then also you have some green and blue bits that are painted, and then you also have gold for the feet, and then everything else is just on the back. Everything that we've already seen for the Dino mode. Alrighty, so what does this Slag have here for articulation? Well, as MGO would say, he's going to tell you. Slag here does have a ball joint at the head. You can do a good bit of wiggly waggly. Can look up a little bit, can look down a little bit, but it is also on a I'm just gonna call it a plate. It's on a plate here to where you can get a little bit more down and a little bit more up due to transformation. He also has the same articulation for the shoulders that he did in the Dino mode, except now he does have a wrist swivel for the hands here, which can do a full 360. Also, the head can't do a full 360 due to the fact that his head is covered by an enormous dinosaur hood. He also has a good 360 at the waist here, which is kind of blocked off by the backpack that he has, which is fine. You just gotta move the backpack out of the way to get the full 360. He also has a ratchetless hip joint, which is held by friction, which really good, really holds up. Can go back pretty far, can go up all the way, moving the arms out of the way. He can get a, as Javi would say, beautiful spread. Now that also, as you saw here, he does have thigh swivels, which are dead loose on my copy, but you know what? I don't care. It's lasted for 3 years. It's gonna be degraded a little bit. He also does have a double ratchet at the knee due to transformation, and he also does have ankle tiltage. Getting him straightened up here. Now, for his accoutrement and accessory, Slag does, out of the box, come with his trusty handy-dandy blaster, which is just stored on the tail in transformation, which I think is also really clever. But since the gun is on a 5mm peg, it can be held in both arms. Whoopee! Now, another thing I know he does come with, and a lot of people will be asking, where is his little Daniel companion? In the garbage. I threw it away. It's not really in the garbage. It's in my toy bin of failures. Anyways, how does he scale with other Transformers? Well, here he is next to his boss bot, Dinobot Grimlock. And as you can see here, pretty tall, pretty much the same height. Slag does have a bit of a height advantage due to the hood over his head. He also does scale really well next to Earthrise Optimus. And then here he is. Moving these out of the way. Here he is with Armada Megs. As you can see, him and Armada Megs are pretty much almost the same height. Slag is still taller at the head, though. And there he is. here he is with the adorable and most precious comparison ever, Court Class Slag. As you can see here, precious! Ah, precious! My precious power is too high! Yoink. Alrighty, so that is practically it for Slag here. If you liked what you've seen today, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's free. You don't have to, but it does help out the channel, helps me grow out a lot, and helps me get to reach my goal of being a full-time YouTube partner member. So, with all that out of the way, again, I will leave a link to Achilles Vail's channel down in the description below, and my buddy's Nick Instagram and TikTok down in the description down below. So, without further ado, this is Punchmas Prime saying peace, transform, collect, and roll out.